Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So yesterday's video we talked about unknown foundings, and a lot of feedback I got from that was, hey Valrak, can you cover more stuff on the Space Marines and the Space Marine Codex? Also, I got that from my stream as well, which I did after it. So today, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking at the galaxy map, the Adeptus Astartes at War map, where all the chapters are, well, some of the most known chapters are, and what they're doing, some war zones which some are going to and stuff like that. That's what we're looking at. I wish I could do this digitally, but I can't because GW has stopped doing the lore stuff digitally now. At the back of your Space Marine book, when you get the code, that only gives you digital rules. It doesn't give you the digital lore, which is a massive loss for me. Games Workshop, please change that policy, because I used to love sitting in bed on my tablet, reading the actual 40k lore and looking at all these cool maps and stuff like that. So please, please, please bring that back. Right, anyway, for those of you who don't know what's going on in the 40k lore, we have something called the Great Rift now. So the Great Rift is identified as this red thing right here, and this has split the galaxy in twain, in half. So you have the south side, which is the light side, and the dark side now of the galaxy. So I basically call this like the Wild West, because anything goes up there. It's very, very hard to do warp jumps, you can lose ships, systems are rebelling and stuff like that. It's basically everything has gone to crap up in the north. In the south, it's not that much better, because of course you've still got, like, you know, big threats off the Orcs, Xenos, Chaos, Tyranids. Well, Tyranids are Xenos, but you know what I mean. Anyway, let's start in the middle. I say in the middle. Let's start at the middle of our empire, or the Imperium, which is the Segmentum Solar. We are going to zoom in. If the camera shakes, I am sorry. It's just on one of these stands. So here we are now. The Segmentum Solar. Actually, let me just zoom out just a tad bit. So there we go. We get some more stuff in. So around here, you can see basically the Imperial Fist are like right here, because hey, it's the Imperial Fist. This is where they live. Well, they don't live there, but you know, Terra is basically their homeworld. This is one of many Crusade fleets of the Imperial Fist. Just like the Black Templars, they have some Crusade fleets in this side and the other half as well, which we'll get into in a bit. You have the Marines Errant over here. You have the Relictors over here, the Exorcists, which are right here, the White Consoles, the White Templars, which were Imperial Fists at one stage, but they're not anymore. You've got the Red Wolves down here. You've got the Fleet Primaris here, which is the Shadow Griffins and Angels Penitent, which is pretty cool names. The Subjugators over here. I love me some Subjugators. Skullbearers down here. The Dark Angels, of course, because the Rock is at this location. Novaris, which is a Silver Temple home, which I was actually surprised it's all the way over here. I actually thought it would be in the Ultimate Empire and stuff like that, but no, it's actually right over on this part of the galaxy, which is, well, I say it's not. It is in the Ultimate Segmentum still, but I thought it would be closer to Macragge. That's what I thought it would be. Space Wolves, right up here, right on the edge. The Brazen Claws, I actually thought that they were in it, but I don't think they could be in it, because if they were in it, then that would mean that they would be wiped out. So I don't think they're in it. I think they're just actually on the edge. We have got Vigilance over here. We all know what happened at Vigilance. If we go to the north bit over here, we'll actually go back to the south in a second. I just want to cover up here as much as possible. You've got the Star Dragons, which are up here. The Iron Hands, and it looks like they're launching a crusade of some sort. Oh, I say crusade, well, a battle force of some sort, to go and help out the Dark Suns, which it seems to be, it says here, under siege. So they are under siege up there, and the Star Dragons and the Iron Hands are going to help him. You've got Watts Fortress up here. You've got Blood Swords. I don't think I've heard of the Blood Swords before. Are they new? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Another Black Templar Crusade fleet, as I stated. They're the ones on the other side of the rift. Legion of the Night. Never. Oh, sorry. Let me just focus this. Legion of the Night. Never heard of them before. Again, if these are new, please let me know in the comment section, or link me to some of the lore about them, because I'd love to read about them. Gore Golems, again, never heard of Gore Golems. They have a fist symbol. They actually have the same symbol as the Reclaimers of Dawn. GW, what are you doing? Stealing my lore. How bloody dare you? We've got the Stormhawks down here. We'll get over to this bit in a second. Let's go back to the south, because there's some funky things that are actually happening in the south. I'm just going to zoom zoom out a little bit here. No, I'm just going to zoom in like this. So you've got the Flesh Tearers homeworld, Croatia here, and you've got the Jade Scorpions. Again, I've never heard of the Jade Scorpions. You've got the Raven Guard and the Fire Breathers. Now, the Fire Breathers, Raven Guard, and Jade Scorpions are actually all heading towards Croatia, but they're not actually heading towards it, but they're heading towards this system over here, which in the key, which you can't see, sorry, I can't fit it on my screen, it actually says Diablos Extremis. Anomaly, which basically means chaos. So it looks like there's a massive chaos insurrection in the Segmentum Tempestas here to the south, and the Fire Breathers, the Jade Scorpions, Raven Guard are all heading towards it. Probably the Flesh Terrors are going to help out as well, because, you know, it's basically in their back garden. Have I forgot anyone over here? Just another Watch Fortress. Oh yeah, we've got Black Templars and the Fulminators over here as Fleet Teterus. Battle Group Astartes Task Force 5, so they're over here in the Segmentum Pacificus. Fun fact of lore, the Reclaimers of Dawn, Pella, their homeworld, is located in the Segmentum Pacificus. Hopefully, in 7th edition, you may see Pella in there and the Reclaimers of Dawn. Let's see what GW do. I don't think they will. Moving over this side, of course, you've got another Imperial Fist Crusade fleet, White Panthers, another Watch Fortress, you've got Katajan Riser, you know, Dark Angels, and we've gone over the Silver Templars. White Scars, of course, because Chagoris is over there in the middle. I bloody love White Scars, they're amazing. The Celestial Guard, I'm sorry, this is right in the middle of the book. Celestial Guard, this is the Pry Nexus right here, where all the stuff's been going on about. So you can see the Salamanders, the Celestial Guard, Sky Sentinels, Crimson Fists, Crimson Raptors, Red Legion, who else have here? The Marines, Exemplars. I think the Death Strike not going towards it, but they're all heading to the Pry Nexus now. So this is like a big battlefield that's going to be happening. You've got the Dark Hunters over here that are just, you know, near the Siren Storm. Again, this is chaos when it's all red. Dark Hunters were supposed to get a book, remember, years and years ago, but apparently there's some copyright issues and they couldn't release the book, which was a massive shame because I had it on pre-order, an audiobook, and I was really looking forward to it. So yeah, we've gone over Red Legion as well. Did I say Red Legion before? I think I did. I'm not sure. Oh, and the Tigers Argent as well. I actually mentioned on my video the other day, I've never heard of these before. Apparently, they are from old lore. People were linking me their information, which was absolutely fantastic. So it's nice to actually read on chapters that I've never heard before. Like I said, Death Strike over here, Iron Hounds over here. Those are Sons of Gilliman, if I'm not mistaken. Fire Lords, which were Sons of Dawn, but we don't know who they are now. Another Watch Fortress over here. You've got McCracken, as I like to call it, Ultramarines, the Genesis chapter, the Howling Griffins, the Brazen Consuls, another Watch Fortress over here. If we go back up in the middle, we've got the Hawk Lords over here, the Invaders, those are Sons of Dawn, so it's nice to see them on the list. The Crimson Paladins, the Silver Skulls up here, the region of Gerrigan? Garrick, I'm sorry, I'm awful. Void Axes, I've never heard of them before, by the way, so again, if you can see any lore on them, I would love to see that. Void Axes, we've got the Sons of Galafor. Again, I've never heard of these guys. The Sons of Galafor, they sound very knightly in order. We are the Sons of Galafor. Galafor stands, you know, Doctor Who. Is that what it's called? Galafor? I don't know what it's called. Night Sentinels are over here. Another Watch Fortress here. Grey Giants and Far Stalkers all the way to the north. The funny thing is that these are relief forces. You can see a relief force. Look, so the Void Axes and the Regents of Gerion. I don't know what they're called. Sorry, I'm awful. This one's a relief force. This one was a relief force, but it says here that this is contact loss. So I'm not sure what's happened to the Void Axes. Have they been wiped out en route, or are they fighting someone? Grey Giants up here. Again, I've never heard of the Grey Giants. Another Black Templar Crusade fleet. All the Crusade fleets. If you want a crusade, it's better if you do it with the Templars, because they are the ultimate crusaders. The Doom Legion. Doom? Is that like a reference to Doom the game? I'm not too sure. Nova Marines, Iron Crusaders, Death Spectres all the way in the Gaul Stars, which is... I actually love battlefields, like, in the outer system, because I was saying the other day on a stream, I think this is like where all like the Xenos races that got pushed out the galaxy more or less went to, because the Imperium's not that influential around here. So you normally find, like, you know, all like the badass Xenos races, which we don't really know of, and have all these really like awesome tech around like the outer rim and stuff, so you can probably press for like a lot of hard fighting. If we move down, of course, the Blood Angels, Baal, of course. The Emperor's Swords, we've got another Watch Fortress. The Emperor's Spears, Aaron Densky Bowden's book, for those of you who read it. I wonder if the Celestial Lions are still with him over there. The Aurora chapter. The Emperor's Swords are actually, look, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop. Tau 5th Expansion Sphere. They're having none of it. They're like, you what, mate? You want to expand in our back garden? Not having any of that. So they're actually moving towards that, it seems, to put an end to that. We'll see in future stories if that is actually the case. Crimson Castellans over here. The Iron Hawks down here. The Honoured Sons down here. And if we've moved down, you've got the Sons of Aura. Sable Swords are down here. Watch Fortress, Sives of the Emperor. Their homeworld is basically being remade by Belisarius Call. I forgot what it's called now, like when you do a world backup. It's called a funny word. I'm so sorry. I know they were doing it on like Aliens and stuff. That's where they went to that planet to bring it back to life, to give it an atmosphere, because it was eaten by Tyranids. But in a few hundred years, it should be back to being livable again. So that should be pretty nice for the Sives of the Emperor. The Praetors of Orifice, am I pronouncing that right, are over here. Iron Lords are down here. The Scourge Stars, of course, you've got everything down here. And if we got anything else, that's basically it. Yeah, that's where we are. Some of the war zones you got Warzones Pariah, Warzone Vigilance, Warzone Ultramar, and of course Warzone Baal. But we all know what those war stalls entail. But there we go. That is the actual map where we are at the moment. It's very, very interesting, I personally think. It's nice to see some chapters that I don't recognise pop up on the map. It's nice to, you know, just to get a visual reference, really, on where the chapters are, where some are heading, where some are fighting and stuff. Because, you know, maybe you want to do some Void Axes or something like that. Or what is it? Maybe you want to do some Emperor's Swords. And then you can like maybe plan to have like some Tau dead on their bases, because they are actually heading to like the Tau Sphere expansion and stuff. So yeah, it's a nice little reference. I love seeing these little maps. I actually like seeing these laid on other races maps, like the Necrons and stuff. Like there's like a big Necron Empire over like Ultramar and stuff. That is really, really, really fun to see. Sorry, I just knocked my camera there at the end. Anyway, that is me done for another video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, I'm sorry for the quality of this. This is the only way I can show this off, because again, there's no digital version of this for us to actually talk about. But great little map. I love it. I'm just going to be looking at this all night and just going over it and doing some plans for my last wall. Where can the last wall pop up? I'm probably going to say where the orcs are, because I love killing orcs, because, you know, they deserve it. Goddamn greenskins. Right, enough from me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts, feedback at the bottom of the video if you've got any, you know, thoughts on where certain chapters are and that kind of stuff. And we can have a nice little talk. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye. Bye, 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 bye.